Mr. Perry, the fun will never end. It's reading time. It is Snow White and the Seven Trolls. Alright, boys and girls, our book is called Snow White and the Seven Trolls by Wiley Blevins, illustrated by Steve Cox. In a dark, faraway forest lived a queen. She was the most beautiful queen in the land. There she is right there. But when she looked into her mirror, it didn't show her perfect face or shiny crown. It showed how she looked on the inside. Wicked. Oh, mirror, mirror on the wall, said the queen, who is the most beautiful of them all? A ghostly face appeared in the mirror. It is Snow White, laughed the face. Ooh, Snow White. The queen went into a rage. Who is this Snow White? She screamed. The mirror showed a beautiful girl playing in the forest. Her hair was as black as night. Her skin was as white as snow. There she is. So that's what she's seeing in the mirror. The wicked queen began to keep an eye on Snow White. She hid behind trees and watched her pick flowers in the forest. She sent the birds to follow her as Snow White fetched water at the river. Can you see the wicked queen? I think I see her. With each year, Snow White grew more and more beautiful. So, on her 18th birthday, the queen sent Snow White a present. It was a red and juicy apple wrapped in gold paper. But the queen had put a terrible curse on it. When Snow White bit into the apple, she fell into a deep sleep. The queen screeched with joy. She will sleep forever unless kissed by a worthy prince. Only that kiss will break the curse. Nearby, 7 mean and ugly trolls heard the queen's screeches. Their names were Smelly, Stinky, Icky, Yucky, Slimy, Gooey, and Pickles. They ran to find the sleeping Snow White. I like Pickles, that's a good name. But they weren't there to rescue Snow White. You see, trolls are oh so sneaky. The trolls took Snow White to their little cave in the forest. They placed her on a bed of grass. Then the trolls sent word throughout the land that they needed a prince to break the curse. If the prince brought Snow White the perfect gift, she would become his queen, the most beautiful queen in all the land. Oh, looks like they're fibbing a little bit. There they are posting it, break the curse. But Smelly, Stinky, Icky, Yucky, Slimy, and Gooey had no plan to tell a prince how to break the curse. Their plan was to take the riches each prince would bring and keep it all for themselves. You see, trolls are also very greedy. But Pickles was not like the other trolls. He was smaller and made to do all the work, especially the cooking. He cooked all day and night, and when he wasn't cooking, he was cleaning and shining his pots and pans. Pickles felt sad for Snow White. Oh, poor Pickles. Each night, Pickles would place a single red rose in Snow White's hand. He would look at the moon and wish that one day a worthy prince would arrive. One by one, prince after prince came to see Snow White. They marveled at her beauty. Each brought a present better than the prince before. Oh wow. Look at all the gold. The riches piled higher and higher. The trolls laughed and snorted with glee each time a prince left with no luck breaking the curse. Because they already knew they wouldn't be able to. Finally, one day a prince from the poorest country in the land showed up. I have nothing to give Snow White but my love, he said. Pickles knew this prince was the one. So he knew that that prince was the one. But Smelly, Stinky, Icky, Yucky, Slimy, and Gooey screamed at the prince to leave. Without gold or silver or other riches, you will not be able to break the curse. The poor prince hung his head as he shuffled back to his horse to return home. Pickles snuck up behind him and whispered, "Please, dear sir, give Snow White a kiss goodbye." So he's asking him to give a kiss goodbye because he wanted to give just his love. Let's see. The prince leaned down and gave Snow White a soft kiss. Oh dear, she sighed as she woke up and saw his old worn clothes. I so hoped I would get kissed by a rich prince, but I will be your queen if I can take Pickles with us. The prince agreed, and Pickles quickly gathered his pots and pans, and even though the prince had no riches, the three lived happily ever after. Oh, that's good. They took Pickles with them. Well, of course, that's because Pickles had hidden all of the gold and silver inside his pots and pans. Smelly, stinky, icky, yucky, slimy, and gooey were left with nothing and no one to cook their meals. The end. Oh no, that's pretty sneaky. And that's the end of our book. Alright boys and girls, so that was our book, Snow White and the Seven Trolls. And this time I actually have an opinion writing for you today. I want to know, what is your favorite Disney book or Disney movie? Remember, tell me what it is and why it is your favorite. Say because. Because why? Why is it your favorite? Don't just say it's my favorite because it's my favorite. Tell me why. Tell me more about the story maybe about it or the movie about it, and tell me, you know, what about the characters, what about the setting, the plot, the story, anything like that. Remember, capital letter at the beginning, spaces in between your words, and at the end there's a period. Alright boys and girls, I hope you have a wonderful, fantastic day. Bye!